A Smithsonian exhibit intended for display through Christmas will no longer be shown after intense criticism. The exhibit, entitled Hide and Seek, Difference and Desire in American Portraiture, displays homoerotic photography. The main source of outrage, according to KNES in San Antonio, is a 4-minute video by artist David Wojnarowicz entitled Fire in My Belly, which at one point shows Jesus on a cross being eaten by ants.
A Smithsonian exhibit that includes a video of ants crawling on a crucified Christ has triggered an unholy backlash. Catholic League President Bill Donohue blasted the museum's federal funding, saying the 4-minute video was designed to insult and inflict injury and assault the sensibilities of Christians.
In an article on Fox News, Smithsonian Museum Director Martin Sullivan says the display was not meant to offend. In fact, the artist's intention was to depict the suffering of an AIDS victim. The artist, in fact, died of AIDS-related complications in 1992. It was not the museum's intention to offend. Several conservative voices have questioned if the Smithsonian should still receive federal funding. Republican Congressman Jack Kingston is one of the more prominent conservative voices blasting the museum for displaying that questionable art. An article on Liberland features a quote from the congressman: "If they've got money to squander like this, of a crucifix being eaten by ants."
All right, now this is... I mean, it's hilarious. We got the ant crawling on Jesus video at the Smithsonian. People got upset about it. The Smithsonian pulled it. National Portrait Gallery bows to censors, withdraws video on gay love. Now, I have to admit that I didn't know until just now that ants crawling on Jesus was gay love. Did you? You knew it was about AIDS, but you couldn't hear of the video. It's actually of Jesus on the cross, and the ants are going bonkers here, crawling all over. And of course, the ants don't know where they are or what they're doing. And this somehow is about AIDS. So, I mean, that's who we're dealing with. I still can't figure out the gay love aspect of this, or the AIDS aspect of it. At any rate, the video has been pulled. It's gone.
They're going to start here about 6 o'clock tonight, walking from this location on 14th and P over to the National Portrait Gallery. A silent protest, if you will. They plan to wear masks depicting the artist whose video was on display at the National Portrait Gallery. And also, some people will cover their mouths with tape, again in silent protest of that video having been taken out of the exhibition at the gallery. It is here, though, at Transformer Gallery, and they hope that they'll be able to...
Also, I'd just like to remind anyone that Transformer, myself, Victoria Reese, and my board president, James Alefantis, are the event organizers.
I'm here to oppose censorship in all its forms. I'm here to oppose people who think that America and the American story is only their story. And I'm here to represent all faces of America.
I'm here to support the National Portrait Gallery's right to show a diversity of art from all walks of life and from many different viewpoints, and artists' right to make work that is offensive to some people, even work that's offensive to a majority of the people, and for us and for museums to have the right to show it. I'm really upset that there is this new call for censorship of artists' right to make work.
As a community, I think we all believe that we have the right to free expression and freedom of expression, and we want that to continue. I personally don't like to be told what to do. I don't like my artists to be told what to do, and I especially don't like to be told what to do by people who have inaccurate information.
I think we have to be more respectful of everyone's religion. Excuse me.
I agree. Tell me what you think about it. You think this offends some religions?
Yes, I do. But you don't have to go if you don't like it. You don't have to shut a whole exhibit down over it.
Are you at the gallery? And what brought you out here?
I was coming back from the grocery and I saw the crowd and said, I have to stop in and see what's happening.
Oh, fantastic. And have you seen the video? It's there.
I just saw it on TV.
They showed it on TV?
Parts of it. The ants climbing over the crucifix.
Yeah. And was it? How did you find it?
I won't go and see it, but I don't expect them to shut it down because I don't like it.
And what do you think about the people who want to shut it down? How do you feel about that?
There's always going to be one person to this side and one person to this side. I'm sorry they closed it. I think a better protest is not attending and having the attendance go down in the area.
I think I agree with a lot of conservative values that that the government should stay far away out of our lives, and so independent art exhibition should be allowed to exist freely and chosen by the people that have chosen to host it.
When I heard about the hide and seek exhibition, I was really excited, thinking, oh, hey, we might have queer art somewhere, and we might not have a Jesse Helms situation, and then we got a Jesse Helms situation, and now I'm upset. So that's why I'm here.
I'm here because, like CNS reminded us, I am a taxpayer, and I'm supporting these the Smithsonian and the gay artists who they have censored. I'm really offended as a member of the gay community and as an artist myself that people have done this, and I think it's really proving his point that there is still censorship, and it's really upsetting that 20 years after, this is still going on.
I mean, I'm pissed that the National Portrait Gallery kind of caved into this sort of ignorant understanding of what this piece of artwork is about.
You know what was really interesting is, as I was watching the clip on YouTube, which is all I've been able to see so far, seeing the image of Jesus lying on the ground covered in ants, I was thinking, what would Jesus do? And I don't think he would have censored this. The man who sat down with the tax collectors and the prostitutes would have sat down with David. So I don't know. I found it touching.
I think that there are people now who are looking for reasons to create a culture war to distract the American people from the real crime, which is giving money to billionaires to walk away with and impoverish our country. And I really believe that that's why this culture war is beginning again.
This entire situation was sparked by an article written by the CNS news service by Peggy Starr. And it was picked up on by the Catholic League, which, as far as I can tell, consists of one individual, Bill Donohue, who released a completely ridiculous press statement saying that this was somehow blasphemous, that the artist was somehow taking a swipe at Christianity, when this video was actually inspired by the suffering that he felt of his friends dying from AIDS and his own infection with HIV. And he was trying to represent, through Christ, the suffering that every human feels to be human. It was not blasphemous, and Phil Donohue's complete misunderstanding of the situation just threw gasoline on the fire. Apparently this National Portrait Gallery has been fielding ridiculous phone calls and complaints and emails from people who don't understand the exhibit, have never seen it, don't understand anything about the artist or the art, and are just having a knee-jerk reaction to an inflammatory article that was almost no basis in fact. And as a result, the Secretary of the Smithsonian pulled a video of an artist that is one of the most important gay artists of his generation.
You're looking at a remake of the 1989 poster He Kills Me, which was created by Grand Fury, the propaganda wing of ACT UP, which was the original organization to bring attention and awareness to AIDS. And we remade it featuring the face of John, I believe his name is pronounced Boehner, who is really trying to wreak havoc in the Smithsonian Institution right now.
Hell no, you can't!
So I thought that it would be appropriate to do a He Kills Me poster. I've also got one that has ants crawling all over his face.
Well, we're not an art museum to start with. We're a non-profit arts organization that supports visual expression in the arts and emergent expression in the arts. So this is our job. This is what we do.
Our goal is that the museum reinstates this work into the exhibition. That's our goal. This is a silent, non-violent walk, visual artistic action with these David Wojnarowicz masks. It's a film still from Silence Equals Death. We're going to walk down to 9th and then down P to 9th and then down 9th to the Portrait Gallery. We'll be on the steps of the National Portrait Gallery with the masks in front in a few minutes of vigil and visual expression, asking the museum to please reinstate the work. We have sent a letter to the Smithsonian Institution today. It's on our website, and our goal is that they reinstate this work.
I'm sorry, silence is what killed gays in the 80s from AIDS.
I shouldn't normally call people names, but the conduct of this Catholic person reminded me of Savonarola, who was a Florentine priest who in a couple of years came to prominence and had a bonfire of the vanities and burnt works of art in the public square. However, within 2 or 3 years, he himself was burned at the stake in Florence, and then the Renaissance began. So to me, it's a cautionary tale for those who would censor art.